So it is 15 here in North Texas, and y'all, here I go again. Look at me, an orange Julia Child. I'm taking her back to her spot. The sun is about to set. Today, it's about 100. No, I'm bad. I'm lying. It's about 81 degrees here in North Texas. And I checked my weather. Y'all. And we about to get a heat wave. Just a hot days. And I'm gonna use those hot days. I'm gonna this little girl back in her spot. Get her back in her spot where she belongs. Now, what I want to do eventually is get this little girl in the ground. Boom, hey, welcome to my live. You just watched me take my sister's tree out of the garage, and I'm putting it back in her spot. Here we go. Now, I put that tree in the garage because we had a whole bunch of cold days here in North Texas. We had a whole bunch of days here in North Texas. And I erred on the side of caution this year because in previous years, I've left my citrus trees out and they just gave up on me because I left them out cold. They were hating and they showed me who was boss. So I took that one in the garage this year, and I'm glad I did because I thought, Dustin, hey, welcome to my live. I just put Orange Julia Child back out in the yard. I put her in the garage for those cold days that we had here in North Texas. It was freezing. I had a live. I came out to my out the Winter Wonderland. I was walking around my backyard garden. What I did, put my citrus tree away. I know I probably don't have to, but I'm really glad I did because I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Are you a gardener? These are my gardenia bushes. Oh, I'm so sad about this. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But these I left out. And if I'm not mistaken, the gardenias are evergreen, but that frost came through. You hear how crunchy that is? I couldn't let that happen to Orange Julia Child. So I transported her from her spot to the garage. Now she's back. I've checked the weather and we're supposed to have consecutive hot days. Right now it's 81 degrees here in North Texas. Can you believe that? In February. Yeah, it's going back. I'm okay. In North Texas, it's 81 degrees. Hey, y'all. So the sun is about to set, but I came out here because I haven't started up from the freeze. A lot of my stuff got damaged. I haven't started to clean up for that, but I am gonna get some seeds started. Some stuff that I really, really want. I really, really want to. Hey y'all, welcome to my live. So I was checking my compost because really hot day like this, those ants got really active. And they made my highlight reel. So I was gonna see if they was gonna give me a chance. They're gonna make that ready for that close-up. No. They're moving, but they're not doing as much. And I said to y'all previously, I'm trying to grow onions for the first time. All the onions that I'm getting from the store, I'm sticking the root in the soil. This one is starting to grow. This one is growing, and look at that one coming up. Now these are garlics. It's my first time growing garlics. Well, actually, I've grown them before, but I only got baby heirloom garlics. So I don't know if that counts for anything. And oh, the ants are starting to move. Yeah, I need to get away from there because as they're in that thing moving, they be crawling up my boots. I'll be doing the ants out here. Now, what I have here, these are starter pots. I bought these from Dollar General. Some years, me and a sister gardener went and found them on clearance at the end of the season. Oh, and you're in Ohio, Dustin. I like snow. What we had here in Texas was ice. And it was really dangerous to even walk in my backyard, let alone for people to be driving on the road, but they were doing it, doing the slip and slide, playing bumper cars. So I bought these things, some from the Dollar General on clearance. But I pulled these out. I'm gonna get some things started that I really want to grow and have a head start. Most of the times I direct sow. I put them straight in the ground. They do well. They do well like that too. Now, what I want to show you is I also have this cardboard egg crate. I'll punch some holes in the bottom of these. I'm put some seeds in here too. Look. And I can start a little bit more seeds than I would. Like, I've seen people use the Dixie cups. That works. Look at that ant trying to get me. Oh no. Oh no. Get ants on me. I've seen people use the Dixie cups. I've seen them use, focus camera, focus. I've seen them use the salad containers. Use what you can if you want to grow. Like I said, I'm finding ways to save money so I can spend more. Penny saves, a penny earn. That's what the old people used to say to me. Oh, Dustin, it's okay. Look, if you had to walk to school, let's just hope you're not walking a mile uphill. A mile uphill in the snow, the blowing snow, ice pelting you on the face. That'd be ugly. It's the old people say, I used to walk to school in the snow, pelting me up against my face. You know, the old people got all kinds of stories going to school in inclement weather. And I'm probably fascinated with it, and I like the snow because we don't get it much. And I'm originally from Louisiana, so we got a snow day. It was a celebration. We were getting out of school. We were having snow fights, just doing the most with the snow. So I'm gonna get these set up. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna get started. Focus, camera, focus. What I really want to get started is these seeds right here. My mind hasn't decided if they're hatch chilies or poblano chilies or jalapenos, but I think they're hatch because I put them in this thing. I'm gonna get these started. Then I have, let me show you my seeds. I have corn. I'm so excited about corn. I haven't grown corn. I started like 3 or 4 years in my yard, but it never survived. Like, I don't know, I get a stalk, but I never got any corn. Then I have cucumbers. I love these little munchers. Oh my God, I love them. I have 3 varieties of cucumbers that I'm trying to grow. Do the spinach again this year. I love to have squash, yellow squash, zucchini. There are things that are always a staple in my garden, and I'm just gonna make my own starts this year. Like I said, I have 3 varieties of cucumbers. This is my straight 8, and this is my national pickler. And these are seeds, if you'll notice, I bought these seeds last year from Dollar Tree. The Dollar question mark tree, they were for $1 then. Oh, I also have tomatoes. I need eggplants, y'all. I have an eggplant recipe that I want to share with y'all. I'm gonna get done. Now, I have 3 varieties of tomatoes. I have those large red, cherry. Then I have the Roma, and then I have the beefsteak. I love tomatoes. Every year I grow the same thing in my garden. And these are those Santa Claus melons I'm hoping to grow this year. Last year. Okay, so if you're not new to my channel, you know that I buy produce at the clearance rack. So last year I purchased something on the clearance rack that was straight delicious. I planted it and it grew. I thought it was a cantaloupe, but when the leaves. All right, then. Thanks for joining my live. I'll see you next time, buddy. So, when these melons grew and I tasted it, oh, you see this? You see how I labeled it? Melon, $. I have to have these back in my garden. In addition to sugar baby melons, I do cantaloupe chard. Now, like I said, every year I do most same thing. And I'm gonna get this started. Oh, I'm gonna tell you about one other thing I got from the Dollar General. I didn't bring out my gloves, but hey, Julian, I'm about to start some seeds. I'm in North Texas, and we're off this freeze. We're about to have consecutive hot days. Right now it's 81 degrees in North Texas. 81 degrees. You saw a wasp? What? Okay, so between the wasp and the ants, I might not get anything started. Look, if you're new to my channel, you might know Tan is scared of bugs. I don't like bugs. And I think I'm a gardener, and I know the bugs are supposed to be here. So one time I was in the garden department, and I told the guy, I'm looking for wasp spray. He said, imagine that. You trying to get rid of the wasp, and they supposed to be outside, but you outside, and they bothering you. I was like, what? You flew by my cam. Okay. Oh, it flew by my camera. Good, it's gone. Okay, so look, now I just got started out here, and I should have my gun, and I already started cutting myself up, getting rid of that compost today. But, so here's what I was about to tell you. Maybe it was down here on the ground because I was about to show you. I bought some starter soil, and I'm glad I did, because when I buy soil in the bag, I find it got bugs in it or something in it, and it makes me scared to take it in the house. So, like I said, a year or two ago, me and a sister gardener bought gardening stuff from Dollar General. So I had it in this tray right here. I was trying to grow ginger in the house. I failed. In the Super Bowl, let's see who's playing, Julian. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and you probably laugh at me, Julian. Seahawks have pretty colors. I like the Patriots, kinda. I don't even know who's playing with the Patriots. I don't know. Who's the best team, Julian? Tell me, who is the best team? Who do you think is the best team, actually? Cause I don't know. Where's my shovel? Julian, who do you want to win? Where you from, Julian? Where's shovel? Get one of these little shovels so I can dig this wet soil out. Right here. Focus, camera. Focus. Focus. Okay, so y'all, who do y'all want to win the Super Bowl? Julian said, who's gonna win, the Patriots or the Seahawks? Who do you want to win? Who is your team? Because I don't watch football like that. I like the halftime shows. That's what I used to tell the guys when I went to work. They was like, whoa. They were all excited. So telling me who they want to win. I'm like, yeah, I like the Super Bowl commercials. And I will make a Super Bowl spread. I don't have a Super Bowl party. You know, I make a little spread for the commercials. So I'm filling my little egg crate. Just out here doing something on a warm day. I'm gonna start some seeds for sure. And it's moist because it's an actual block. The instructions that it came with soak before you put seed in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Where's my toolbox? I got my toolbox out here. It's out of control. I'm put my seeds right there. So I don't want anything to get wet. Somebody tell me who's gonna win the Super Bowl. Imagine there'll be a lot of Super Bowl parties. Get these cells filled up. Yeah, I got this thing from the Tarrant County Food Bank. It's supposed to help me determine the depth of my seeds in the soil. I'm gonna use it this year and see if I could get more success growing stuff. I know I just turn over the soil a little bit and I drop seeds in the ground, but I'm actually gonna read the seed packet this year. When I plant stuff, I'm gonna read the seed packet and see if I can have more success with growing stuff. Now, I used to buy some things that were discs, round discs like this, and they were wrapped in some mesh, and there was a divot in this, and I put my seeds in that divot, and they will start to grow. I haven't purchased those in a while. I might have some left, and if I get in my supplies and I find them, I'll see them, and they work well for a long time for me. I enjoy using those. I think that was before I decided to actually start planting in the ground. Look, now I need to get one of these things. Look how I reuse this thing. See if I can get more of my soil out of there. Got enough soil? Yeah, I should have got my gloves too. I'll be fighting with this dirt. Oh no. It's a valuable seed. I need to get that out of the way. If I get just a little bit more. Yeah, it's hot today. I am surprised. I'm really surprised. But like I said, I checked the weather, and we're about to run into consecutive hot days. It makes me want to go ahead and start some more radishes, but I know it's not here to last, so that would be a total waste. Let's see, get this one filled up. Take it one more of these crates filled. See if I get a little bit more soil out of this bag. Now, whoa, no, that's not it. I use that to, that's a napkin I use to prop up. Focus, camera. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's see. I'm gonna get these last cells filled up, and I'm gonna start putting my seeds down. See, I purpose that starter plant pot to retrieve my soil block from the water that is in that Ziploc bag. Now I was using that to try to grow some ginger in the house. I failed. Yeah, I failed. But it's okay. So here's what I'm about to do now. Man, should have brought some paper towels out here too. Let's see what's most important. Yeah, I really enjoyed eating those peppers last year. I enjoyed picking the peppers. Now, I'm gonna get them started early. So I'm gonna say, well, I don't know. I think I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna do the peppers here, and then I'm gonna do my watermelons here. And then cantaloupes. That's it. That's it. So I should do better, but all right. Oh, I didn't save any shishito peas this year either, y'all. So we'll be taking a trip in a little bit to our favorite store to pick up our shishito peppers. Our shishito pepper starts. Now, I got those delicious peppers started. I need to get the watermelons down. Focus, camera, what's going on? Now, Hey y'all, to my live. Today I'm starting seeds. I just put down my mystery peppers. Then I'm gonna put down these nut melons I grew last year. I'm about to put down these nuts of melons because I want them to thrive. And this year what I'm gonna do to prevent my tenant nut my melons, I'm actually gonna, I feel like I'm gonna put a net over them, a safety net. I brought Orange Julia Child out of the garage. Today it's 81 days here in North Texas, and it's supposed to be warm like this for a while. Now I'm doing these starts, but I'm gonna take them in the house because I'm using soil from oil block that I bought from the Dollar General, and these sales also came from the Dollar General. Now this is an egg crate. It's a cardboard egg crate I'm using, as backup. But I'm gonna take them to the garage because I'm kind of scared of all the bugs that might get in the soil that I don't want to get in the house. So I'm gonna start them right here today, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk them on back around to the garage so he can get the growing for me. I think I want one more seed in there. I want to maximize. If I can get those melons to grow, oh, Tan will be a happy camper. I'll go ahead and put those right there since I got them out. Now, what else? I want to put these back. I'm really, y'all, I'm really protecting these seeds because I don't know what it was, but it was delicious when I cut into it. I had 2 of them growing on the vine, and I thought I had it protected enough, but my tenant got through. That mess and ate up the one that was going to ripen first. Now, I also have some cantaloupe seeds. Focus for your girl. I also have some cantaloupe seeds. I grow melons, y'all. I love melons at time. I freeze my melons and I make melon water. It's just refreshing to have melons growing, actually. I've come a long way. I used to right? I used to only get the melon vine. Now I'm getting whole melons. That means I've come a long way. And I'm glad I didn't quit. I could have quit trying to grow. I could have really quit trying to grow them because they were giving up on me. But I kept going. And that melons that I'm proud of, actually. I'm getting melons that I'm proud of. And I started a garden for a super senior. She got melons too. I'm really happy about that because she said wanted a garden, and I went and I started her garden, and she maintained it. So I'm really happy about that. So I got that one cell filled, and I'm gonna put that there. So I got melons and peppers in there, and I'm gonna go back and label that. So I'm just not, well, I know melons when I see them, so that's not gonna be an issue. But I don't want them to get confused with everything else. Now, I told y'all, well, I mentioned earlier, this is what I really want to do. I mentioned earlier that I have 3 varieties of cucumbers that I'm growing in my garden. Now, every year I grow cucumbers because that's what I like to eat. And if you're going to be a gardener, that's what I suggest you just grow what you like. Don't just, pick any old thing. Unless it's something easy. If you start out, I'm saying get something easy. I recommend you get some okra. Okra is kind of like a weed in my mind. It will grow. You don't have to do very much with it. It will just grow, and then feel important, like you're doing something. And that's how I feel about radishes, y'all. Every year I put down radishes in my garden, so harvesting something immediately. Well, not immediately, but radishes mature first. So I'm really happy when I'm pulling something out of the garden early. And I feel good about myself, and I'm kind of optimistic about the rest of that's gonna happen in the grow season. Focus camera. Oh, corn. I love corn, y'all. Really do. Uh, I haven't had any success getting it grown in my yard, but this year, this year is the year for corn. I know it is. It's gotta be. So I'm gonna get me some corn started. Ooh, y'all, if I get this corn to grow, I'm gonna show y'all my corn recipe. My corn recipe is so good, y'all. If you ever watched a cartoon where the cartoon character gets the character get corn and he starts spinning around, my corn recipe. that's what that's what happens when I fix my corn recipe. Um, it is delicious. Now, and I'm not just saying that, it's burned. You know, some people some people say that food is good and it ain't, but it's been confirmed. I've had multiple people tell me that it's yum. Straight delicious. I'm probably gonna put some more grow some of this soil or growth, whatever it is, on top of these cells. You know, once I get them in, now I got corn. What goes with the corn? Oh, I was talking about my cucumbers. So I'm probably direct sow some corn too. I just feel like, you know, in a bunch of areas, maybe my tenants won't hit all my spots, all my corn. That's one thing I'm thinking about right now. When I was a kid, my parents had a garden, and that's why I started growing actually. I really loved the corn, and I couldn't wait to get to the corn. But the bad thing about the corn is inside the husk, the worms like to live inside the husk. You get all excited, and I pick the biggest, prettiest ear of corn off the stalk. Ugh. And I'm peeling back the stalk, and there's a big old ugly worm in there looking at me. Yuck. That's something that made me mad. But yeah, like the old used to say, you cut off that bad part and keep it moving. The worm don't get the whole thing. That's what my parents used to say. Oh, it's windy too. Hold up, y'all. It's getting windy out here. I need to. It's getting windy. I like though. It's time for a nice breeze because, like I said, it's 81 degrees today. Let's see. I'm gonna start with, what is this? This little muncher is delicious. This one is delicious. It's not like the ones I buy in a store that are long and slender, but they're small and they mature fast too. Come on, seeds. I was watching another YouTuber and she said little munchers are self-fertile. I'll have to look at the seed packet and see if mine say that. Or maybe it's the variety that she has. Oh, Dollar Tree. Let me put all my seeds out. There we go. Let's see what my seed packet says about that. Little munchers. Slice of country grown strong, vigorous vines and produce prolific, tender, purpless cucumbers that aren't bitter or tough. They're disease resistant and can be eaten raw like an apple. Well, this one doesn't say that. This one doesn't tell me it's all. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Because I'm putting them outside. Once I get them started, the weather cooperates, they going outside. Now I got that little muncher. I got that straight 8. You know, straight 8 is a big cucumber. I rarely get the big cucumbers unless I forget to check my vine. If I forget to check my vine, big ones get big, but I kind of like the cucumber small, so I pick them as soon as I see them getting good and ready. Go ahead and get them in there. Are y'all seeing starts in your garden yet? Like I said, I'm gonna have to make a trip out to get my shishitos. That's another must-have in my garden every year. I gotta have them shishito peppers. I have to have them. I feel like I'm gonna be making salt. If I get all my tomatoes to grow, because I have all 3 varieties of tomatoes. If I get all my tomatoes to grow, and I get my garlic and my onion to do something, I'll be back in the salsa business. Now, I'm a salsa queen. All I would need in my garden is my lemon tree to get right. I've been mentioning that I can keep a lemon tree alive to save my life. I'm on Lululemon the 5th. I'm gonna buy the lemon tree because I don't want to give up, but I just wish it'd stay alive and produce. Get lemons. I spend a lot of money on lemons. I like lemons. Pan likes lemons. But I am not happy at all when my trees die. So I have to straight the little muncher, and then I have this national pickling cucumber. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more soil out of that bag for this one. Yeah, I got that one. Now, it's my cucumbers. So I have more cells, but I just want to show you guys that you can repurpose things. I bought those cells. I bought those cells from the Dollar General because it was the end of the season and they were on sale. I could have easily saved up my egg cartons that are cord and punch holes in them like I did. Got tomatoes. Let's get my tomatoes. I didn't do tomatoes. Oh, eggplant. Y'all, I have an eggplant recipe that is delicious. My eggplant recipe is from Guam. It is delicious. It is stewed eggplant. I believe they called it eggplant fettuccine. But I've been around the world harassing people about recipes, so I can make a knockoff of it. I try to get it to taste exactly like what I ate at a restaurant that tastes so delicious that made me inquire anyway for the recipe. Let me see if I got some eggplant seeds in here. I need to grow eggplants. I had an eggplant that started late in the season last year. It had blossoms on it and everything. But wouldn't you know it, the frost came through and knocked it right on down. And it's all good. It's all good. That's why I'm getting it started now. I'm gonna get it started. So all I have to do is put it in the ground and see what it wants to do for me. Let's see. These are Black Beauty. So these are gonna be the big eggplants. I'll go get some Itchy Bun eggplant starts too, because I like the small ones. There's actually 2 eggplant recipes, y'all. I have that stewed eggplant, and then I have the scrambled eggplant. Both are delicious. Both are delicious. The scrambled eggplant is less time consuming, but the other one is worth it. The other one is worth it. Not spinach. I want to get tomatoes. 1, 2. Where's my other tomato? So I have 3 tomatoes that I'm getting started. So I have a video. I'm gonna send that up tomorrow. I have a video. We're gonna call it Visions of Tomatoes Past, because my cameraman, y'all, I got a janky camera. I got a janky tripod, and I got a janky cameraman. Well, my janky cameraman came out and recorded me harvesting my tomatoes for another frost, and it got trapped on his disk drive, and I recently retrieved them. I want you to see how beautiful my tomato bush is. It grows in a flower pot that my dad made for me, and it made so many tomatoes that year. I was so happy. I froze most of them. I froze them because I was moving about a lot. I didn't have time to let them ripen on the counter, and that's what I started doing for a long time. I was making green sauce, and I guess I forgot, because I was doing that, they would ripen still off the vine. So someone reminded me of that last year, and I'm really happy about this. I like red tomatoes, and I don't mind green sauce. Tomatoes, large cherry. And I like fried green tomatoes too. And do y'all eat fried green tomatoes? That's what I was doing one year. I had my whole stove was covered with green tomatoes, and I like it. It made me so. Between green tomatoes and cucamelons, what's that one? Green tomatoes and cucamelons that year. Cucamelons, I don't know if all of them come in late, but came in November. They start blossoming and putting off cucamelons. And I feel like it was like watching water boil. I kept checking my plant. You know, they say if you watch the water boil, it takes longer. I kept checking my plant. And that's new in my garden that year. So I didn't know how or when the cucamelon would grow. I just knew I wanted to try to see what it was. And I was giving up on it. At the end of the season, I spotted one lonely cucamelon. But it was off to the races after that. When you get that one, that's when things really pick up. Now, I've seen people grow cucamelon vines like crazy. Right? They hang like grapes. They have vines like grapes for cucamelons. And they come back. Those people say the cucamelon come back. If you Google cucamelon, you'll see how big the bush can get. I haven't had that kind of success yet with cucamelons, but I hope to. This is my beefsteak. This is my big boy. I'm about to get him down. Y'all, Those Cherokee purple tomatoes that I planted last year, oh, I need to get to that wood and see if they got starts. Can't remember when I got my starts last year. I'm going to get to Atwoods and get my starts. I might travel out later today and do that, but come on, tomatoes. Oh, okay, I don't want to use all of them, but I don't know if I tasted any difference in the Cherokee purple tomatoes and regular tomatoes. I really wanted them to turn purple on the vine so they could be ready for their close-up. I don't think any of them did that. I had to pull them all green off the vine. Get my tomatoes. So I have 1, 2, 3 tomatoes. Tomatoes. I feel like I'm gonna do what's in here. Oh, y'all. Okay. Come on, somebody. I need to tell somebody. Come on, somebody. I need to tell. Okay, look. Hey, all 2 of y'all. These are my roselle seeds. These are my precious roselle seeds that I harvested from my roselle bush that I grew for the first time last year. I'm so excited about these. Now, let's see. Oh, I feel like I need to do 4 roselles. Golly. I feel like I need to do 4 roselle pods. I feel like I need to do 6. Here's why. Hear me out. Hear me out, y'all. So I'm gonna do a bunch of roselles. I'm gonna do a bunch of roselle seeds because I plan on having my roselle privacy screen. Last year I let my sunflowers grow to make a privacy screen from my patio to my back fence. That way, oh my goodness, I want that to happen. That way when I look out my my patio door, I see sunflowers and not my neighbor's door. So now I'm gonna get some little holes down. And I'm proud to say I harvested. Oh, did I put tomatoes in there? Oh no. So I am gonna only get 4. Only getting 4 roselles. But here we go. I only have 4 roselle cells, but let's see how many seeds I can get in there. And I'm gonna get them in a hole before the wind comes too, because okay. So I'm gonna have to get some. And I'm gonna let y'all know all the things wrong that I do in my garden. I'm happy for the success that I have. I really am. Because a lot more could go wrong. Let's see. So let me get some more. Uh-oh, yeah. Like an eggplant. This ain't right, but I'm gonna do it. This ain't right. Ain't nothing right about that, but I got some stray seeds. Got that done. Uh-oh. I almost lost my roselle. So I got to get that lid back on there. Now, I'm gonna see how much more soil I can get out of here. I saturated the block and it fell apart, so yeah, I have a lot more loose soil in. I need to put more here. I need to put more over my corn. I need some right there. Some right there. And a free spot. Yep. Here's a cucumbers this way. And to get some more soil for those. And I feel like I'm gonna have just enough. I haven't given up on ginger either. Like I said, I have my growing, my soil. This is wet in a Ziploc bag because I tried to grow ginger in the house. It didn't work out, but I'm not done trying. I'm gonna take these back in the house and I'm gonna sit them by my patio. And I'm certain I have a tray to keep them on so they'll stay moist. I'm just getting started, the stuff that I really need to grow and kick out the most. Now, I don't have a problem growing radishes at all. So as soon as the weather indicates that we're not about to get any more frost, I'm gonna start putting them in flower pots. Y'all, it's 81 degrees here in North Texas today. I did some composting earlier, and now I'm just starting my seeds. I'm getting some seeds started for the stuff that I really want. I started roselle. I started tomatoes. I started cucumbers. And whatever that cantaloupe was that I tasted last year that was so delicious, you know I started that. And I have plans on protecting it better this year than I did last year. So whatever that was nibbling on my melons, I'm gonna make sure it don't get it this year. Yeah. Yep. And I'm happy I bought this I keep saying this, but I bought this grow medium. It's like soil. I bought it from Dollar General. These are pots, what I'm planting in. I'm planting in these things right here, but I'm also using a cardboard egg carton. Who I got here? Kindred Angel. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, so here's the thing. I bought these on clearance at the Dollar General. But you can also use an egg carton, a cardboard egg carton. You know, I understand a lot of people are concerned about the plastics, so you might not want to use a plastic one. I don't know. But that can be used too. Now, so in the house, I was trying to grow my ginger in this. Let me tell you about this. I'm gonna tell you about this. So I was trying to grow my ginger. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my compost behind me. So look, I was trying to grow my ginger in this blushies. Blushies are they're strawberries. It's a strawberries with a tropical twist. They're white strawberries. They're strawberries with hints. Oh my goodness. Why does that keep happening? They're white strawberries with a hint of red. I bought them at the Aldi, and they were delicious. We tasted them on a live. I ate the whole thing. Matter of fact, I bought 2 of them. Yeah, I bought 2 of them, and I ate them all. They got in my belly. You know, that's how stuff be happening. This top right here. Oh, there's a little bit of water in here from the snow. Ice. We had ice, y'all. We didn't have, okay, maybe some places had snow. Maybe something was snow. But when I came outside to do that live in the Wonderland, I was walking on ice, sleet. Go ahead and get. This is coming in handy, actually. And I have to go and turn the hose on. And the water from this top crate is dripping down to my egg carton. That's awesome. And that's it, y'all. That is it for today. I brought Orange Julia Child. I brought Orange Julia Child out of the garage. I put her back in her spot. I came outside with my focus camera. I came outside with my toolbox, and I started peppers. I started tomatoes. I started that delicious notalope. I started eggplants. Started corn, and I'm hoping that I get me a head start on producing some delicious goodness out of my garden this year. Kindred Angels, thank you. Right? So look, these are called blushies, Kindred Angel. These are called blushies. But last year, let me show you something. I got that done. Let me show you something. Last year, when I was picking up my starts from the Atwoods, I went and I got some. This is my ball pomegranate tree. She got and give me mini pomegranates. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get her trimmed up. Look. So, this is the start that I bought from the Atwoods. These are ever-bearing pine berries. I think it also had something called alpine over there that was white, but look, they're different. They are different. And I'm gonna let that live loose. I think I was sleep talking, saying a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't want anybody to see. So I didn't, let me get these precious seeds back in the toolbox. I'm hoping they'll come back this year. Stop it, stop talking. I'm hoping all the strawberries that I planted underneath my pomegranate tree will come back. So these are pine berries, they're white strawberries. Now these are blushies. They look the same. I haven't tasted these yet, but I see something underneath my pomegranate tree. Now there's a weed that also looks like strawberries to me, so it could be that weed, I don't know. but we're gonna see. Like I said, I'm gonna trim my pomegranate tree so the sun gets underneath. And then also, I don't want to have a safety hazard. Last year, the wasp nest was growing in my low-hanging pomegranate branches. It was huge. Oh my God, it was huge. I bent down to pick up a branch that had the pomegranates on it, and all I saw was movement. And yeah, that scared me. Look, yeah, pomegranate has thorns. Ugh. You see what I'm saying? That might be that weed, but it might also be my strawberries. I don't know yet. Let me get out of there. Yeah, okay, so look. This is what the winter storm did to my garden. This is my beautiful gardenia bush. I need them to grow back because I plan on making gardenia perfume this year. Now, this is Orange Julia Child. I put her in the garage. So she didn't look like this. Oh, I'd have been so hurt if I came out and saw her looking like this. And I watch other YouTubers that said we don't have no problem. we don't have no problem. And I tried that. And I had this. Oh, my first lemon tree was planted right here, right? And she was doing all good, and I was all excited. She was all green and pretty. And an ice storm came in. I think it was 2020, and I tried to cover it up. The wind kept blowing the covering off. I gave up, and it lost all the leaves. I gave up. I was so mad it lost all the leaves. I came over here and I dug it up. And when I dug it up, I hit the root. I believe water was still in the root because the water spilled from somewhere. My water hose wasn't there. And I told my buddy Drago, I said, I thought my lemon tree was dead, and I started digging it up and it was still alive. He goes, girl, don't you know? The root is still alive. Oh, I was so hurt. And I am on Lululemon the 5th. It's time for me to get another one. When I get my confidence back, I'm gonna go get another one. But I hate sending my plants to the ER because once they start losing leaves and looking bad, it stresses me out, and I'm searching for all the ways to save them that I can, and sometimes I fail. But I keep going, y'all. And the garden is, you gotta keep going. Kind of like life. But if I was gonna say life is like a box of chocolates, life is like a garden. You know, sometimes your plant's gonna produce for you really good and make you happy, and sometimes it's gonna die on you. But anyway, this is where I am, y'all. I gotta go garden clean up for my greens and all the stuff that was stomped on and disrespected by the ice. And I got my roselle started, y'all. Roselle, oh my God, if I get more roselle, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, these are my own. Well, look, I'm just comfortable. I'm comfortable out in the yard. I put on some long pants and boots because the bugs be getting you, girl. And I try to prevent that at all costs because, golly, I just don't like being all scarred up. Okay, I'm gonna bump into, I'm gonna burn myself. I'm gonna do something, so I don't want to let the ants get me too. So, yeah, that's it. But anyway, y'all, I thank y'all for joining me on this live while I went through my garden. I brought a little Orange Julia Child back to the garden out of the garage. She was on hiatus in the spa. I brought her back out because we're supposed to get consecutive hot days here in North Texas. Right now, well, last time I checked, it was 81 degrees. The sun is about to set, so I imagine it's about to get a little bit cooler. But while I was out here, I got some seeds started. I got my roselle started. I got 3 cucumbers started. I got eggplant started. Oh, and I got them watermelons started, y'all. Oh, y'all, we gonna try them again this year. And man, I'm sure they're gonna be fabulous again. I can't wait. I can't wait. But I thank y'all for joining me on this live. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a minute of what I'm getting up to. If you're at the yard, out and about, you know, just talking about what they doing that I find interesting, that they find interesting. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, y'all. Bye.